Hello, and welcome to Beauty Talk. In today's video, I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial using only Charlotte Tilbury products. I am going to be sharing with you all of my favorite makeup products from Charlotte Tilbury, those that I think are worth it and those that I think are not so worth it. And I'm going to create this beautiful look. So if you're interested in seeing this makeup tutorial full face of Charlotte Tilbury, please keep on watching. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I share a lot of content over there as well, and especially in my stories I share a lot about my personal life, my day-to-day, so don't forget to check that out. We are rolling finally. So it's been a while since I have been filming for YouTube. If you've been following me, you might know that I stopped uploading videos for the past month and a half or something because I had to take a little break to focus on some studying. And now I'm back and I'm really happy doing this video here with you. And I'm just really excited to get back to it. I feel a bit odd, a bit strange getting back to it, but hey, I'm excited. So for this full face of Charlotte Tilbury, I'm also going to share a little bit of skincare because she has also a skincare line. And I was persuaded in the airport to buy this cream, which is, I kept the box. I bought this like several months ago, but I kept some of the boxes just so that I could read the stuff that it says on the box. So let me see. This is called the Magic Water Cream. So Charlotte Tilbury is famous for having her magic cream. So this is not the original one. This is a lighter version that is geared more to people that have maybe more oily skin or maybe more sensitive, because this one is also fragrance free. It says it's normal to oily combination skin types and it's fragrance free. It's called the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream. It says that it's super hydrating, lightweight gel cream moisturizer. And let's see, what else does it say? It says that it's infused with hydrogen,
aquaporin, peptide, and niacinamide. It helps with the skin barrier to retain more moisture. It's intensely hydrating with this water break texture. It refines the look of pores, oil control, health.
So it's really nice. I actually have already used it, but I wanted to show you. And this is a really nice moisturizer because again, it's lightweight and it's gonna go really well under makeup. I've already done basically all my skincare, but it's been a few hours, so I'm gonna use this cream to further prep my skin. And this is extremely important if you want your makeup to go on smoothly on your skin and also to last longer. It is extremely important to prep your skin well. So I'm going to show you the texture, and look, this is what it looks like. It's a very nice, lovely, lightweight texture that just sinks into the skin very, very nicely. So I'm going to apply a little bit of that. Let me just take this. Don't want to waste this because it's actually quite spendy. This is, I think this is the 30 ml. I was gonna get just the travel size to try it, but the girl persuaded me to get the 30 ml. She told the price, how much you spend and how much you get, that the 30 ml was a better option than just getting the travel size. So I got this one and it is very nice. It feels really good. It feels really good. And this is Charlotte Tilbury's one of their most popular products is her Magic Cream. This is the lighter version. I do want to try the thicker version. The thing is that, to be honest, some of these products are just so expensive, and you know, I'm sure they're really good because I've seen a lot of makeup artists, they do like using the Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer, especially for under makeup. But the thing is that it doesn't have anything special in terms of why it costs so much. I feel like it costs way too much than what it has. You can easily find the same ingredients in much more affordable products. However, it is, you know, you pay for it probably the way it feels, the way it goes under makeup. So if you like that, definitely go for it. But this one is actually not bad. It's really good. It's just a bit too pricey for me, but I might, you know, repurchase it in the future just to have it as one of those moisturizers that I want to use when I want to feel more special and luxurious. I also have a primer from Charlotte Tilbury, this one, but I don't want to use this right away. I want to let the moisturizer sit, and then I will come back to this before I do my foundation, and I'll talk a little bit more about that then. But for now, I feel like I want to start my makeup doing the eyeshadow as I usually do, and for that I'm going to prep my eyelids using the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, and she has this one. Again, I've kept the packaging. I've been using it for the past few months, but I've kept it in the packaging because I just wanted to have the full name so that I can share that with you. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, and the color that I have is 3.5 Fair. And this concealer says corrects, brightens, lifts the look of skin, and it's medium to buildable coverage, and it lasts 16-hour wear. Let me see if it has anything else. It helps with dark circles. Skin looks smoother and radiant, boosts hydration, has hyaluronic acid, golden vitamin C, collagen, and niacinamide. Interesting. This is actually really nice, and I have been very skeptical about getting Charlotte Tilbury's concealer because I don't know, I just feel like previously she didn't have really good reviews, but this one, after I saw one of my favorite makeup artists named Andrea Lee, she actually carries this concealer in her kit, professional kit, and I've seen her use it on herself. I thought, why not? So as I said, I'm just going to use a little bit because this concealer is quite pigmented. I feel that it has a really good coverage and that you don't need too much of it. So after I saw that she had it in her kit and she used it on herself, I thought, hey, maybe it might be worth investing in this. Because she used to have a different concealer. It was like a twist up one that I just saw that didn't have really good reviews, so I was afraid of getting this one. However, as I said, because of the makeup artist Andrea Lee, she mentioned this concealer, I thought I'd give it a go, and it is quite nice. It is more of like an emollient concealer, so it's really good, especially if you have dry under eyes. I don't have dry eyelids, my eyelids are a little bit more oily, but it does still work as a base, especially if you set it with powder afterwards. But under the eyes, it's really nice because it is kind of like a creamy texture, and it's very hydrating, and it is quite covering. So you will see when I get there how it looks under the eyes, but for now I'm going to set the eyelids using Charlotte Tilbury's powder, and I have the mini version. I have this for such a long time. Let me see, I think it was broken. Oh no, it's shattered. Oh my god, look at that. I'll bring it closer. This is so sad. I've had this for a really long time, and it's great for carrying in your handbag for touch-ups. And that is especially why Charlotte Tilbury's powder is really good. You can use it to set your makeup. It will work really well the same, but it is especially great for touch-ups. It's such a beautiful powder, and you would have seen so many makeup artists using this product. It's definitely one of Charlotte Tilbury's standout products. So I'm going to take a little bit of this carefully, and I'm going to set my eyelids with this blending eyeshadow brush so that the eyeshadow will apply a lot better, and the pigment is just going to show nicer, and it's also going to help for the eyeshadow to last longer. So for eyeshadow, I have so many eyeshadow palettes from Charlotte Tilbury. They were one of my first things to get from her was the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to show you actually my first eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to show you all of the eyeshadow palettes that I have, and the majority of eyeshadow palettes that I have, I said that 10,000 times, are from Charlotte Tilbury. So the first one that I'm going to show you is this one. This is called the Vintage Vamp. All of these small 4 shadow palettes from Charlotte Tilbury, they're called Luxury palette, and the color that I have, this one, is Vintage Vamp. As you can see, I've used it a lot. I believe she still sells this one on her website. I will be linking all of the products in my description box, so make sure to check it out if you're interested in any of these products. This is my first eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's such a beautiful eyeshadow. It has these kind of burgundy tones, and then it has this golden shimmer that is so beautiful. It's just like a little topper. It doesn't have much color, but it just has like this golden shimmer, and it's so beautiful, and you can see that it's really well loved. I think I may have a video from a few years ago where I've used this eyeshadow to create a makeup look, but this is of course one of my favorites. I really like this one. I have another one of these 4 shadow palettes, and I keep them in the boxes just to protect them somehow. And this one is unfortunately a limited edition one because it's such a beautiful one, and it's called the Luxury Palette and Color Coded Eyeshadow in Super Blue. This is also a stunning eyeshadow palette. Unfortunately, it is limited edition from a few years ago, but I still use it. However, I haven't been doing so many makeup videos using this because I just don't want to show things that maybe you cannot get, but I still use it. Love using especially the dark blue. Where is it about dark blue? I use it as a topper to do my wing liner. I love using as a blue liner. I'll share with you quickly an older version. This is also, I don't know if this was maybe my second eyeshadow palette, and this is part of Charlotte Tilbury's Christmas eyeshadow. She always does something for Christmas, like a bigger eyeshadow palette, and this one is called the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. And this one again is a limited edition one. I love this one. It's really well loved. I don't particularly use so much these colors here, but I love all of the rest. I've used them a lot, as you can see. They are just stunning. So every Christmas she does those limited edition eyeshadows, and I have one that I think is still available. This one is from not this year but the previous year, and I think it's still available, and this one is called the Beautyverse palette, and it's really beautiful. I've also used it a lot because I really enjoy Charlotte Tilbury's eyeshadow palettes. This is a really beautiful one as well that I've really made a lot of use of. And then in terms of the 4 eyeshadow palettes, this is another beautiful one that I've got a couple of years ago and I've also used quite a lot. And this one is called the Pillow Talk Dreams. This one is still available and it seems to be also one of the more popular ones that she has. This palette, which I got, this is my more recent eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is called the Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette. And this is just a basic eyeshadow palette that is extremely helpful to creating the base of any eyeshadow look, or if you're a person that you don't like using shimmers, this is a really nice eyeshadow palette for your everyday looks. I really love this eyeshadow palette. I've been using it since I bought it last year in the spring. I've been using it non-stop. I really love it. I also love that it has a black and then it has like this dark brown that you can use to do like a soft eyeliner, and it's just such a great palette. And I'm going to be using a little bit of this one and a little bit of this small one, which is the Luxury palette in the Pillow Talk Dreams. So I'm going to use a little bit of both just to show you a little bit more of the products from Charlotte Tilbury. So like I mentioned, I'm going to start with using the Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is a great palette, as I said, for every day. It's an eyeshadow palette that's also going to be helpful to do the base look of every eyeshadow that you have, every eyeshadow makeup look that you want to do. It's going to be really helpful to help maybe frame the eye, contour the eye, but then you can add a different eyeshadow as your pop of color. So this is a really great one, and I have seen that Natasha Denona has come out with a very similar one in her small palettes. She's come out with that, and I would think that her eyeshadow palette is a little bit more matte. This one is a little less matte, which is not bad. In my opinion, this is really good because when it's not fully matte, it makes it a little bit easier to blend and to use. When it's more matte, you have to have a better skill to blend it. But this is a really, really great one, and I love that it has also this lighter color and then it has this taupey color. They're beautiful. So I'm going to go in with this lighter color, and again, I'm just going to place that on top of all the mobile lid just to further prep the eyelid, just in case, because I do have quite oily eyelids, and I think I did put like a very light layer of the powder, but I feel like I may need a little bit more. One of the reasons why I love this palette as well is that it has this particular color here, which is a taupey color that is so perfect for framing the eye very gently, almost in a way that you won't perceive that you have makeup. And what I like to use it is to kind of gently just nestle it here, the corner of my eye, to create a crease, because I have a little bit of a hooded eye, and I like to create a crease. Feel like that makes the eyes look a little bit more sensual, if you wish. And I really like to nestle it there and then gently bring it in here in the middle of the eye, so between the eye socket and brow bone, and that is going to be just creating that crease, just like so. And then I will drag out everything kind of like towards the temples to help elongate the eyes, like so. You see how it very gently just frames the eye. It's almost like there's eyeshadow there, but you can't see it. That's what I like about this color. If I haven't said that, I also really love this palette because, like I said, it's a basic eyeshadow palette. You have brands like Makeup by Mario that has their famous eyeshadow palettes that are, what is it called, the super mattes, or that they're very commonly used by makeup artists. And I think there's a beautiful eyeshadow palettes, and I'm inclined to maybe try one of them soon. But this one, what I think is great is that if you're not a makeup artist and you're just a regular makeup user, this one is a lot more easy to use. But also I love how compact it is. If you're someone who travels a lot, this one is quite compact and and it's just easy to carry with you. And again, it's easy to blend. The colors are very flattering on any eye color and any skin color. So I'm gonna put the Super Nudes eyeshadow palette to the side, and now I'm gonna pick up the other eyeshadow palette, which is the Pillow Talk Dreams. So she has her most popular eyeshadow palette and lipstick is called a Pillow Talk. This is what she kind of like, I don't know, she really created a full range of Pillow Talk, which is this pink that is supposed to be universally flattering in all skin colors. And she has the eyeshadow, which is the pillow in the color Pillow Talk, which is a little bit lighter than this. And that one would be more suitable for every day because it's very light, it's a very sheer sort of nudie pink color that you can use every day. And I do like that eyeshadow palette. I feel like I still want to get it. I still want to get that eyeshadow palette, and I also want to get the other one that is Golden Goddess. I love that one. It's the most beautiful brown for every day as well, or just for going out as you wish. And the other one is Rock and Chic. I mean, I do like her eyeshadow palettes. I think you can't go wrong with them, and they're just so easy to take with you. And you have 4 colors. It's not too much, but it's enough for every day. And sometimes it can be so overwhelming to have these big eyeshadow palettes. And I think it's actually going to be a trend now. We're going to start seeing more smaller eyeshadow palettes rather than big ones. But this one is in the color Pillow Talk Dreams. So it is like a little bit darker than the classic one. So still suitable for every day, but you can play with intensity to make it more, like if you want to make it more daytime or more evening, it's up to you. But I'm going to use this one. Charlotte Tilbury, when she came out with these palettes, she would usually take this color, she would call it as a base, so it's kind of like a shimmery one. She would use that one as a base, and she laid it all over the eyelid. This is a beautiful eyeshadow. You could just use this on its own and it's already like done. If you want like an easy, more subtle makeup, this looks stunning. You can see that it's such a beautiful sort of shimmery color that's not sparkly. Also going to bring it all the way into the inner corner as sort of like a little bit of a highlight. This eyeshadow palette is more of a coppery pink, and it's really beautiful for all eye colors, especially if you have blue or green. It's really beautiful. I love it for myself as well. I'm going to try and do it again the way that Charlotte Tilbury would do it, and I'm going to take the lighter color. So then I'm just going to kind of like almost like all over the eyelid, the mobile eyelid. This is how I remember her explaining the application. So I'm covering a little bit of that shimmer, almost like to intensify it. But again, you can use these eyeshadows as you wish. Play with the intensity, and if you just want to use the shimmery one, or you can also use the sparkling one, which we're going to use later. These eyeshadows layer so well on top of each other. It just looks so beautiful. And now I'm going to take the darker color with this smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take that one and I'm going to nestle that one in the crease. I'm just going to focus that there to enhance the crease, make the eye look a little bit more deeper, and kind of like in between that first eyeshadow that I applied to create the crease. I'm just nestling it between that. Focus there, really help create dimension and to really help frame the eye. Another thing that I remember Charlotte Tilbury doing is with a small brush, she would kind of run the darker shade along the lash line. I'm gently going to do that because I think this brush is maybe not small enough. I'm running it gently in the eyelash line. And then one thing that Charlotte Tilbury always talks about is windshield motion, like you just back and forth nestling it in the crease. Then again, I drag it out. So then hopefully you can see the difference, how this eye, I have kind of like enhanced it, just create a little bit more dimension using that darker eyeshadow compared to this one. This one looks a little bit more softer. This one looks a little bit more defined, with a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna take a blending brush and I'm just going to soften the edge on top here, just so that it looks a little bit more seamless. I've been hearing a lot about that 2025, the trend is a little bit more like blended, more soft makeup. I like to use eyeshadow, but I definitely do like it to be a little bit more softer, especially here towards the brow. And now I'm going to use the topper of this eyeshadow, the Pillow Talk Dreams. It's a beautiful color. I'm just going to swatch it and show you. Look at that. It's such a beautiful coppery color, and you want to apply these with your finger. That's probably the best way that they apply. So I'm just gonna do that here, and I'm gonna apply it just on the mobile lid. And again, you can use this topper on its own, just with a naked eye and this on top, or you can layer it on this eyeshadow just for more intensity and just for more impactful color. And look how beautiful that looks. Charlotte Tilbury does have some beautiful eyeshadow formulas. I do really like her eyeshadows. I think her eyeshadows are definitely worth the investment, especially these 4 eyeshadow palettes. They're very good. And this is how it's looking so far. So I want to do a smoky wing liner, and Charlotte Tilbury, she has these liquid liners, I think it's like pen liners, but I don't think they're very good. I haven't seen very good comments about them. I actually have the brown one. I still have it with me.
Where is it? Or did I throw it out? Oh, I think it doesn't work. Oh,
here it is. I have it. So these were called the Feline Flick, and I have it here. I'm just going to show you, and I think this one still has color. It's in brown. I'm surprised that it's still it's not dried out, but you can see that it's kind of like bleeds a little bit. The formula is not the best in my opinion. That's why I haven't been using it, and I would not buy the black ink liner. The reviews are not great, and I just don't like it. But her eyeliners, her pencil classic eyeliners, are incredible, and I have 2 of them. I'm going to show you. So I have the classic one, which is in bedroom black. These are called the Rock and Coal eye pencil, and they are really great formulas. This is the black one that is in bedroom black. It's a beautiful black, and I've used it a lot, so I've been saving the rest for this video. And then the other classic color is Barbarella Brown. This is a beautiful chocolatey, dark chocolate brown that is perfect for every day. These pencils are worth it. I've seen a lot of makeup artists using them and say great things. I myself have used them, and I feel like this is one of the products from Charlotte Tilbury that is well worth it. Feel like with these kind of products, eye pencils, that you want them to be long lasting or to smudge and then to set really well and not move. These are very good from Charlotte Tilbury. They're classic, and I think they are sort of like one of her better products as well. So I'm going to use the black one in bedroom black, and I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to do a little bit of tight lining. So I'm going to just try and get really close to upper eyelashes underneath. I'm going to try and do that. And then I'm going to do my liner. I'm going to start from the middle outwards because that's my style. I feel like that works better for me. And then I'm just going to go closely between the eyelashes. I'm going to sort of stamp it and nestle it there, and then I'm going to start creating my wing. I'm just going to look straight into the mirror, and then I'm not going to close my eyes. Over my fold, I'm going to bring out my tail of my wing liner. I am a big wing liner girly. I have been doing my makeup like this with the wing liner since, I don't know if I was 15 or 17. It's just something that I feel that suits me, and it makes my eye look a little bit more enhanced, and it's just more flattering on myself. So basically it's like came out pretty well. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to smudge it a little bit and set it at the same time with the black eyeshadow from the Super Nudes palette from Charlotte Tilbury. And take this small brush, and I'm gonna dip into that eyeshadow, and I'm going to just smoke a little bit the liner that I did first. I kind of just like gently smoke it, right? And at the same time, it's going to help set that pencil, because I don't want like a very sharp liner. I want it to look a little bit more, how do you say, a little bit more lived in, maybe. Not like a sharp, more sort of smoky. I'm doing that by adding little bit by little bit. I add the black shadow, touch it, because you don't want to have fallout, although I find that with this eyeshadow I don't see much fallout. Maybe with, I think maybe the brown color, dark brown might have a little bit more, but when you pick up the product gently like this, fallout is minimal, and at least with the black I don't have that issue. I think that in general the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow is very user-friendly. That's the word. They're very user-friendly, and they are just overall very flattering colors on most people. So I'm just, as you can see, I'm sort of just like smoking it out a little bit on the borders of that eyeliner. I want it to be a little more like smoked and soft, like so. Also, having a smoked wing liner or eyeliner is quite helpful if you have particularly hooded eyes, because it's just a little bit more flattering. I feel it can help and it's also easier to do than a traditional liquid liner. So this is how the eyes are looking so far, and I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup because that's what I have been doing for the past year or so, and I love taking a little Q-tip. I'm going to take a little bit of, I'm going to use a little bit of the primer. So this is the primer from Charlotte Tilbury, and I've heard amazing things. I've seen so many people speak really well about this, and this is not just a primer, but it's also an SPF 50. So it's called the Invisible UV Flawless Poreless Primer, and it has an SPF 50, and it says that it's clinically proven result in 1 hour. Skin is over 2 times more hydrated, wrinkles appear reduced by 2 times, and pores appear reduced as well. It's supposed to be very weightless. It's a primer with SPF, and I think I've seen a lot of people talk about how good it is as an SPF. The problem is that it's such a small tube. It only has 30 millimeters, so that is 1 ounce, I think. And if you're gonna use this as your main sunscreen, you're gonna finish it up really quick. So I haven't been using it as my main sunscreen, and actually I haven't been using it at all, but I'm going to start using it now because I was saving it too. I put a little bit of this in the back of my hand, just a little bit. So I'm going to use it as the cream to correct or clean up my under eyes. I like to do that. And I'm going to gently just do the cleanup so that the wing looks sharper. So sharper here, not on the top. And this trick works like perfection each time. So if you want to have a perfect wing liner, this is the way to do it. And I like doing it with some cream, or like the SPF is a great way too, and instead of like a micellar water, because then you're not removing any of your skincare or sunscreen underneath. Okay, so now we're gonna move on with the base. I'm just trying to fix this shirt. I want to make it a little bit more flattering, but I don't know, don't want it to be showing my bra either, so this whatever, I'm gonna leave it that way. So I'm gonna be using the primer now. So this is a really good product from her. I've seen so many good reviews about it. So many people say that it's such a good product. So let me see, where can I show you? And you can see it's just a very light texture. It's really nice, and I'm not gonna apply too much because I want to use it as a primer and not as my main sunscreen, because I already have sunscreen on. I want to use it just to further hydrate my skin. And I think I've actually applied a lot anyway, but let's blend that in. Yes, so this is supposed to help with making the pores look less visible, but also to help your makeup last longer all day and just to apply smoother overall in the skin. And I think this is particularly helpful maybe if you're a person that has a little bit more texture in your skin. If you have dry skin, I would also like this because I think that it's going to add a little extra hydration, especially in the winter. And I don't know, I haven't used it so frequently, so I don't know. I'm revisiting it now after I purchased it. I don't know how much I love it, but I know I've seen a lot of people say that they really like it. There we go. My skin is nice and primed with the moisturizer, but also with the SPF. So another product that I love from Charlotte Tilbury is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. So this is the travel size of the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love this product, and this is maybe my third one. I had gone through 2 big full size ones and before I got this one in travel size, because I don't really need to have so many products, and I've been using another more inexpensive version that's similar to this one, but this one is the OG. I love this product from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the first of its kind, and I think it's, even though there's many other brands that come out with similar products, you still see people coming back to this one because this one is just so amazing. The color that I have is 2 fair, but I can use 1, 1.5, and 2. This is such a beautiful product, and you can use this however you like. You can use it afterwards to highlight if you want like a very, very subtle highlight, or you can use it underneath makeup, and that's the way I love using it. I love using it underneath makeup, especially here, maybe a little bit here. I'll use a little bit on my forehead, but I love this here because it's just gonna help makeup look a little bit more glowy, but glowy from within, not greasy, just glowy. I see some people say this is a bit metallic. I don't feel like it is metallic, but I don't know, maybe that's my eyesight, but I love this product. I really do. So I'm just gonna blend that underneath on top of the primer, especially in that area where I want more of that glow. I don't want so much glow in my forehead, but somehow I felt like, so again, it's gonna work like a little bit of a primer underneath, more like a primer to give glow, not to help the makeup last, but you can also use it again as a highlighter. And the travel size size is great. If you want to use it just as a highlighter, don't buy the big one. The big one is a lot more money and it's gonna, you know, maybe expire before you can finish using it. But this size is perfect and it's perfect for traveling. Okay, let's move on to foundation. And again, I've kept the box because I bought this foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called the Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is supposed to be a foundation that will keep your skin looking more radiant by up to 285%. Long lasting, it has pollution defense technology. So it says it's undetectable coverage. It improves the look of the skin wear, boosts hydration up to 166%. Charlotte Tilbury always has these crazy claims. And let's see what else. Skin looks plumper, smoother by 180%, and skin tone looks even. Wow. And then it has further claims. It says minimizes the appearance of pores, reduces the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots, skin appears instantly brighter. Anyway, this foundation, I remember when she came out with it, I was really intrigued. I really wanted to try. But I had previously this foundation that she used to have. What was it called? It was like a really light foundation. I love that, but I think she's discontinued it now. If I didn't say it, the color that I have is 4 neutral. I think I can use either 3 neutral or 4, but I went with 4 because then I can use it as well in the summer. With 3, I can use it in the winter, but then in the summer it might be a little bit too light. So I'm applying this. I'm gonna apply on half this side so you can see how it looks. And it is a very nice, natural looking foundation. It really is this medium coverage, light medium coverage. And I was afraid because I've seen mixed reviews of this foundation, but again, I ventured to buy it because Andrea, makeup artist, one of my favorite makeup artists, she says she used it in her makeup kit, and I was like, okay, I think if she used it in her makeup kit, then I think I can use it. And this is a foundation that is especially good for people that have dry skin because it's very hydrating, but it's not dewy, it's not greasy. It's very hydrating, it's very lightweight, so it's just gonna help to unify the skin tone, and it's just very natural looking. It doesn't look like you're wearing much makeup, and I think that's why it's very nice. And I have really enjoyed it now that going back into the office. Now that it's cold in the office, we have the heating, and the heating in the office can really draw up the moisture from your skin and make it look like the makeup is just sitting on your face. But because this foundation is hydrating, it doesn't get like, you know, it doesn't slide around or crust or anything because of the lack of moisture, but instead, because it has that hydration and moisture, it remains nicely in place, so your skin looks bright, nice, and hydrated throughout the day. It is long lasting. I find that it is long lasting. I'm not going to say this is my absolute favorite foundation, but I think it's a really, really nice one, and I have really been enjoying it. And I do like these kind of foundations that are not so heavy, that are more lightweight. So this is half of the face with the foundation, half the face with the foundation, and this is without. I think that primer really did kind of soften a little bit of the skin as well. So I'm going to apply the rest on the rest of the face. Just blending that with brush. My skin is far from being perfect. I have a lot of redness around here because I am a glasses wearer and my glasses are quite heavy, so this redness here is really hard to get rid of, but I'm not gonna trouble myself too much. I'm gonna look past that and move on. This foundation, as I said, is really, really nice. I have been really enjoying it. I like how it makes the skin look just really nice and natural, a little bit more uniform, but also nice and bright. It's a beautiful foundation for every day, and I think it's also really nice one if you have mature skin, again, because it is a little bit more of a hydrating formula. So it's not greasy, it's hydrating. It makes the skin look healthy, hydrated, not super dewy or greasy. And I think that is really the key. Supposed to be also buildable. I am not going to put too much, but maybe just a little bit here in the center of my face to cover a little bit of the redness that I have. I'm just gently buffing that into the skin like so. I feel like it also sets. It is not those kind of foundation that stays really wet, but it's still hydrating. Again, like I said, very hydrating. So now we're going to move on with concealer, and this is the concealer that I've showed you before that I'm going to be using, which is the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, I'm surprised. I like this product a lot. I don't think it's my favorite concealer. I think I've got some that maybe I prefer, but this one has been surprisingly good because I'm very, very, very picky with concealers. I have very dry under eyes, and a lot of the concealers, they just look crusty under my eyes. But I've had good luck in the past 2 years with the concealers that I've been getting, because this one is not bad, and I think this one is especially good now for the winter because I feel like it's a little bit more hydrating and moisturizing. And you don't need to use too much of it because, you know, it has like a lot of pigment. Look at that. I'm using just a little bit there, use a little bit here just to brighten, a little bit in the forehead here, again to brighten, a little bit down, center of my nose, I'm gonna use a little bit here. I tend to get redness there, and maybe just in my chin just to bring that forward. And again, the color that I'm using is 3.5 here. I feel like this color is good now in the winter, but if I were to get this concealer in the summer, I would get maybe 4. That would be a little bit, you know, a little bit more, yeah, because I don't like when it gets too bright. I feel like somehow it looks way too bright. Anyway, I'm gonna blend this. I'm gonna leave the inner part. I'm gonna leave that part and blend that last. I'm gonna try this trick that I've seen some makeup artists say, that you want to blend the concealer, let it kind of like marinate a little bit there so that you can have more coverage of the concealer. I'm just gonna blend the other bits, blend the center and here. This brush might be a little bit too big for this area. Okay. But yeah, I have been really enjoying this concealer. I think that this concealer is not bad. It's not bad at all. I feel like it is kind of like creamy and moisturizing, and that it definitely helps brighten. So I'm just gently tapping that like so. I didn't blend it too much. I just want to give it like a pre-blend, like I've seen some, I think it's Lisa J saying that, pre-blend. And also like here towards the nose where I got the redness, pre-blend that. I don't want to blend it too aggressively because I want it to kind of dry a little bit to see if I get a little bit more coverage from this. In the meantime, I'm going to take my sponge, and I love doing this, and I'm just going to go over everything else just to make sure that it has integrated in with the skin so that it looks more seamless, it looks more like skin. The skin just looks a little bit more perfected. So I'm just doing that tapping with the sponge all over like so. And now I'm going to go under the eyes just a little bit. Probably needed to wait that to dry a little bit more, but I don't have much patience to wait too long for that. But I think it covered pretty well. I mean, it is very brightening, this concealer. It does have a good amount of coverage, so I think that I don't need to wait too much longer to get that full coverage that I want. But otherwise, this is how the skin is looking. You see how the under eyes is looking quite bright. There's a product that I really love from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't have it now because I've finished it and I haven't been able to repurchase it, which is the under eye color correcting. It's called the Magic Vanish product. I'll link it down below as well, maybe pop in a picture. But that product is fantastic if you have very dark under eye circles. You can use that first before you add your concealer, just so that you can neutralize any darkness, and it works really well. And it's especially good again for people that have dry skin, dry under eyes, because it's very creamy. It's almost like it's a bit like oily. So if you have oily skin, you're not gonna like that product. But if you have drier skin and you want to color correct your under eyes, the Magic Vanish from Charlotte Tilbury is a wonderful product. I really love that one, and it's one that I actually need to repurchase for my personal makeup kit. And maybe too many skincare products underneath. Things are falling and peeling here. Okay, let's continue with bronzer. So Charlotte Tilbury, she has 2 types of bronzer. She has a powder version and a cream version. I have the cream version, which is this one that is called the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, and it's like this. It's a cream bronzer, and I have to say I've been really in love with this product. I bought it because I usually like to use a little bit of a cream bronzer underneath, and then I will set it with a powder bronzer. And I didn't want to buy the Charlotte Tilbury powder bronzer because it is matte. This is also matte, but I didn't want to buy the powder version because it's also matte, and I kind of prefer my powder bronzers to have a little bit more of a sheen or a little bit of shimmer in them, if you wish, like be like more like a highlighting powder. And hers doesn't have that, and it's a beautiful packaging. It's also refillable, but for me, I didn't want to just buy it for the packaging. It's a beautiful product. I'm sure if you buy it, you're not going to be disappointed, because I've seen so many, including makeup artists and other people, saying that it's a really good product. However, I am really happy with the cream product. If you want something in a cream version that's matte and that is not drying, this is a really lovely bronzer. I've been really enjoying it. So I have the color, this is the color, where's the color? One Fair. So it comes like 4 shades if I'm not mistaken, but this color is very light. It's almost like contour. To be honest, it is almost like a contour color, but I don't mind it because I find that my skin tone, I think I have a neutral skin color, but I find that sometimes bronzers can pull too orangey on me. I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe that has to do because maybe I'm not totally neutral, but this bronzer, as you see, it just blends so easily. And although it is almost like a grayish tone, almost like those shades that you would use for contouring, it looks just amazing. It looks like a really nice bronzer on me. Of course, I can also use it as my contour and just use it like, you know, in thin lines just to sculpt the face. It works really well as well. But now I want to show you the product as I would use it as a bronzer. So I'm just going to apply a little bit over the bridge of my nose like I would do with my outer bronzer or, you know, my cream bronzer. So I am a huge fan of the Chanel, what's it called? Healthy Glow Cream Bronzer. That's my absolute favorite. It's different from this one. That one is a cream to powder and it has a little bit of a sheen to it. This one is more matte and it doesn't have that same sheen, but it's still a beautiful, beautiful product, and I have been really, really enjoying this cream bronzer. I feel like it is beautiful. It is worth it. It doesn't go on patchy. It really blends in beautifully with the skin, as you can see. It's really beautiful. So that is the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, and this is the color 1 Fair. I also feel that this color is particularly good for me now in the winter, that I don't want a bronzer to be so warm. So it really helps sculpt and give the face a little dimension, but it's not too warm as if I was in the summer. Okay, before we set with powder, I'm going to use the other products that I have also in cream versions, and I have these two, which is great size for traveling again, and these are some of Charlotte Tilbury's most popular makeup products as well. So one is the Beauty Light Wand blush. This is like a blush mixed with a highlighter, and this is also one of her iconic products, Beauty Light Wand, and it's a highlighter and the color is Spotlight. So I'm going to be using these two products, but I'm going to be fully transparent with you. I don't love these products. And I'm glad that I bought the tiny versions, which you can usually buy them in December when, you know, during the holidays she always comes out with these mini versions. I recommend you buy those. Great value because it's cheaper. You can try out the product and then you can see if you really want to invest in the full size. But I'm not a fan of these. I don't like the squeezy tube for starters, and I don't know, I think that they're great, but they're nothing too spectacular in my opinion. So this one, this is like in a blush color. Let me see, what's the color that I have? It's called Pinkasm. It's a popular shade of hers, and I find that this color, oof, that's a lot. I find that this color, they're a bit messy too, these tubes. So, you know, it's full transparency, you know, this is not a video to tell you go out and buy everything Charlotte Tilbury. It's a video to tell you, you know, what works for me and what may not, and what's worth it, to be honest. So I'm going to take it with a brush, and it is beautiful, this product. It isn't, you know, horrible. It's just not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. I like more pinks that are not so warm. I find that this pink is very warm, and I like more like kind of like a baby pink, but it is beautiful. You know, it gives a beautiful sheen, but I think that as a standout product, this is not my favorite product from Charlotte Tilbury. I think she has other products. She shines better with other products rather than this liquid blushes. I think other brands and even more affordable brands do something that is similar and for much more affordable, or again buy the small ones during the holidays. So that's how it's look. I mean, listen, it doesn't look bad. It blended out really well. Obviously I'm using all her products, so everything is designed to work perfectly well together. But yeah, again, it's not one of my favorite products. So let's go with the highlighter. I remember seeing so many makeup artists talk about this product, including my favorite makeup artist, Andrea Lee, who I've mentioned 1,000 times now. She loved this product, and I think she has it in her kit. Maybe, I don't know if she has something else now, because I think since then, so many products have come. But this is very messy. I do not like these packagings. I don't like them. They're just really messy. But yeah, so this is supposed to be like an amazing highlighter. It just blends in with the skin, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'm not using it well, but I don't love it. So I'm just going to take it with the same blush brush, just because I'm afraid that I might mess the blush. So this way, I'm ensuring that I won't remove the blush, but I will add more of that glow. But yeah, I mean, it's not looking bad. Again, I'm using everything from Charlotte Tilbury, so it seems like everything's worked really well. I think for me, it comes down to the packaging is kind of like the worst part for me. I prefer something else, maybe a pump, or I'm not a fan of things that come like this, except it's a concealer or lip gloss, but I would much prefer something like that than these squeezy tubes that I find that they're so messy. They just make me feel put off from even trying them. So I'm just putting the highlighter here, but again, it's not looking bad. It's really not looking bad. Everything's coming out and looking really well. Okay, so now let's get into powder and let's set everything. So I'm gonna take my little powder, and I think I didn't say the name of the powder. What is this called? I can't see it. It's rubbed off. I'm going to put it down in the description box. I think it's called Flawless Powder, something like that. Vanish, Flawless, something like that. Flawless Setting Powder. And this is in the color number 1, which works really well for my skin tone. So I'm going to grab it carefully because it is...
It's gonna be tough. I'm trying. It's all broken. Alright. Okay, so
take that, I'm gonna set under my eyes, and it is really beautiful for setting makeup as well. So again, I've seen a lot of makeup artists saying that they particularly like it for touch-ups, but it is also really good for setting the makeup. It's beautiful. I find that it's really beautiful. I really like it. I keep it in my handbag, especially the small size, because I don't like carrying like so many things in my handbag. I mean, I carry a lot of things in my handbag, but I mean, because I like carrying many little things, I like the products to be small so that it's not so heavy. And I love this small one, and I've had it for quite a while. Probably gonna have to buy a new one since this one is shattered. Try and use this little bit up though before I toss it. But yes, it's a beautiful powder. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It doesn't look cakey, and it really helps to set things in place. It's a fabulous little setting powder, and it can also be a little bit more brightening if you use it under the eyes, if you use the lighter color, of course. I think it comes like in 3 colors only, 3 or 4, but I have the lightest one, and I feel that works really well for me. Let's take the eyeshadow palette that I use on top, the Pillow Talk Dreams. I'm going to take it with a smaller brush. I'm going to take this lighter shade. I'm going to take the lighter shade here. Can you see that? And I'm just going to run it through the lower lash line, just so that the makeup looks a little bit more cohesive, and it's also going to make the eye look a little bit bigger and more open. So now I'm going to curl my eyelashes. I'm going to use this eyelash curler, which is actually from Shiseido. I believe Charlotte Tilbury has a eyelash curler. I don't have it, so I'm just going to use my Shiseido eyelash curler, which is really good. I don't know if her eyelash curler is any good. Maybe if you've tried it out, you can let me know if you think it is good, just so that people can know if they are interested in buying a eyelash curler from Charlotte Tilbury, if they think it's great, and that way I can also recommend it. So eyelashes are done, but before I put on my mascara, I'm gonna set my face, and this is truly one of Charlotte Tilbury's best products, and that is her setting spray, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is an iconic product from Charlotte Tilbury. I love this setting spray. I've gone through several bottles of this, and it says that it primes and sets for up to 16 hours, no melting, no fading, and no creasing. And it also doesn't have any alcohol, so if you're sensitive, you have sensitive skin, it is not going to dry your skin out, and it's just going to help set your makeup in place so that it lasts all day, doesn't move, and it also won't change the finish of your makeup. So that's why I think it's also really good, and it's really well loved. For a lot of makeup artists love this product and keep it in their makeup kits as well. Since I've tried it, I love this product. I haven't tried many other setting sprays, but I particularly love this one. So I'm just going to set my skin with this. I need to buy myself a little fan or something to speed this up. It also has a very gentle fragrance, but I absolutely love this product. If you've been following me for a while, been watching my videos on YouTube, you would see that this is basically the setting spray that I use throughout all my videos. Great product. So now that I've set my face, now I'm going to do my mascara, and this is the mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. It's her last mascara. I bought the travel size version because I still have some other mascaras going, and this is called the Exagger Eyes Volume Mascara, and this is the first mascara that I buy from her, because all of the others I've been curious, but I've always seen such poor reviews that I just didn't want to buy it, especially because a lot of people said that they smudged. I did try the push-up lash, I think it's called, and I didn't like it. And this one I've seen so many good reviews, and it says that it doesn't flake or smudge, so I was like, okay, maybe I can give that one a try. And also just the reviews that I've seen overall seems like a mascara that I would like. So let's open it up and I'll show you the one. This is the first time I'm using this. I haven't used this before. So a lot of people said it has like a big brush, but I don't think this is such a big brush, but it is a little bit curved. So let's give it a try. Let's see if it really is as good as I've seen people say. Not too bad. Not too bad. What do you think? So I've done this eyelash. I don't know if you can see. I feel like it's not too bad. Let me see. I don't know. It might not be such a bad mascara. I suppose I need to use it a little bit more so that I can tell you whether it is absolutely amazing, as I've seen so many people say. It's quite pricey, so for me, I do have my favorite mascaras are quite pricey, which are the Le Volume de Chanel and also the Dior Show Waterproof from Dior. But other than that, I don't know if there are any other more pricey mascaras that I think are worth investment. I think that there is also some more affordable ones, but this one so far, I think that it's not looking too bad, but I need to have like a full wear test to say whether it is amazing mascara. I do like the one. I do like how it's looking so far. So yeah, let's just see how it wears. So this is the mascara. What is it called? The Exagger Eyes. Exagger Volume Mascara. Let's try and finish this video with lips. And I only have one lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury, and these are called the Lip Cheat. And this is in the color, what's the color of this one? It's called Iconic Nude. So I'm going to swatch it for you. So it is Iconic Nude, and I really like this color. It's a beautiful nude color, and her lip liners seem to be very good. I've seen only good reviews about this lip liner. I haven't really used it much because I was saving it for this video. I really like the color, and I think it's a good one. So it says that you can reshape and resize lip liner. So I like this color, and it might be one of my favorite lip liners, one that I would purchase. So I like to overline a little bit on the top of my brow bone to enhance my lips, make them look a little bit more fuller and lifted here. And then I follow the natural lip line like so. And I have heard such good things about these lip liners. I see so many makeup artists having these lip liners in their kit. I only have this one color, and I have to say I really like it. I like that it is creamy, but it's not too creamy that it melts all over the place. It is a little bit more drier, but not so dry that it's drying out your lips. I feel like it's probably one that will help your lipstick last longer or just stay in place. So this is again in the color Iconic Nude, and I love this kind of colors for me. Now for lipstick, I have 3 lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury, and I love her lipsticks. I think this is another of the products that she shines in her lipsticks. I'm going to swatch them all for you so that you can have an idea of the colors. So this one that I have here is called Nude Kate. Nude Kate, it's a beautiful warm nude. Let me see if I'm doing that right. So Nude Kate, I love this color. I might use this one today. And then the other one that I have is her classic iconic lipstick in the color Pillow Talk, which is just supposed to be like a color that is flattering for all skin tones. And it's like this perfect pinky nudie color that is flattering for everyone. I actually got this one as a gift from my brother this Christmas. And then the other color that I have is one of my favorites, and it's basically done. I need to buy it again. I'm going to put it next to the lip liner. So just here, and it's called Kim KW, and it's a nude, like a more dead nude. So this is the lip liner in Iconic Nude. This is the lipstick in Kim KW, and this is the lipstick in Pillow Talk, and this is the lipstick in Nude Kate. So it's a little bit more of a warmer nude. I hope the swatches are decent enough, but this one is one of my favorite nude colors, the Kim KW. I need to repurchase it because, as you see, it's nearly done. I love this formula and I love this nude because I don't see many lipsticks in this color. It's like, and the thing is that it's a lipstick that you want to use with a lip liner, otherwise it looks like you're kind of dead. But it's such a beautiful color, and it's a beautiful formula as well. I'm just gonna apply that. Well, it's just a color, it reminds me of Brigitte Bardot, and I just love these nude colors. For me, this is my favorite, and I definitely need to repurchase this one. Another color that I really like, actually 2 other colors that I really like from Charlotte Tilbury, which I've used in the past but I have finished them up, are Super Cindy and Honey Hepburn. They're 2 beautiful colors. Super Cindy is a little bit more of a peachy color, and Honey Hat Rum is more of like, it definitely is a little bit more of a warmer nude. So it's kind of like, imagine this color but warmer. It's really beautiful. It's a beautiful color, and these lipsticks are truly some iconic lipsticks. The colors are beautiful, the formulas are very nice and comfortable on the lips. They're not like a long-lasting lipstick, but they are just comfortable. And for me, I love traditional bullet lipsticks, and these ones from Charlotte Tilbury are some of my favorite high-end lipsticks. I really do enjoy them. I just wish that the packaging was refillable, because it kind of hurts to throw this out. It's such a pretty packaging, but you know, it is what it is. And I want to top the lips with a lip gloss. So Charlotte Tilbury has different products for the lips in terms of, she has these lip glosses, but I don't know, I feel like they're discontinuing them and I couldn't find the color that I wanted. So I wanted to try these ones, which are the collagen lip bath. That's what they call. Let me see, what are they called? Yeah, they're called something like collagen lip bath, and these are supposed to be slightly plumping, and this is a beautiful color. It's in peachy plump. It's called peachy plump, but I wanted a lighter color. It was just not available, so I decided to go with this one. This is a color, it's a beautiful color, but it's a color that I would like to use more in this summer. However, I am still going to use it now to show you what it looks like. I'm actually going to swatch it first, the back of my hand, so you can see it. Let me see, where am I going to swatch it? Here. Yeah, okay, there we can swatch it there. It's a beautiful peachy color with these golden sparkles. So I love the color and I actually love the texture, but I'll be totally honest with you, it's not my favorite lip gloss. It's supposed to hydrate and plump your lips, but it's not my favorite because it has a little bit of this menthol, you know, this thing that gives your lips supposed to help plump. I have something in my lip. Hold on. As I said, this is not my favorite lip gloss because it has that you know, these plumping lip gloss, they have this, it makes you feel like a mentally sensation in the lips. I don't particularly enjoy that. Almost, yeah, it just doesn't make me feel good, and it has a little bit of that taste, almost not quite minty, but something that it's not it's not something that I quite enjoy. But on the lips, it feels really nice. It feels comfortable and hydrating, and the color is beautiful. But I am just not a big fan of this lip gloss. But I thought it was nice to try, and that way I get to show you a full range of products from Charlotte Tilbury. So this is now the full face. Let me just fix my hair. And this is the full face of makeup using only Charlotte Tilbury makeup products. So this is how the makeup came out. To be honest, I am not mad. I love this makeup. Came out so beautiful, so glamorous, so radiant, and I really enjoyed filming this video. But let's wrap up, and I'm going to tell you what are my favorite products from all of these products from Charlotte Tilbury. So one of my most favorite products is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's definitely a product that for me, it's well worth it. One of the most iconic products now from Charlotte Tilbury as well is her setting spray. Amazing product, perfect, doesn't dehydrate the skin, doesn't dry out the skin, it doesn't change the finish of your makeup, but it helps the makeup set but also integrate with the face. So if you're using a lot of powders, it's going to help it mesh with the skin, and it's if you have a matte finish, it's not going to change that finish, it's only going to help set the makeup. Beautiful product, absolutely favorite product. What is another standout product from Charlotte Tilbury? Her lipsticks. The Pillow Talk is definitely a classic product. Why she is so famous. It's a color that's supposed to suit everybody, and it is really beautiful. It's quite comfortable on the lips. It's matte, but it's not uncomfortable matte formula. What else is a nice standout product? Her eyeshadow palettes. These ones I think are beautiful. They are really easy to use. They don't have much fallout. The pops are beautiful. They just enhance your eyes. They make it look much more just beautiful in general. They're really easy to use. They're quite compact, easy to travel with, easy to use, very easy friendly. That's the main word for these products. Also, this eyeshadow, don't sleep on this one. This is a really nice eyeshadow palette for everyday use. When I can get to open it, it's a really nice eyeshadow palette for everyday use, that it's great for creating the base of any eyeshadow look that you're creating. Easy to use. The colors you can use for a little bit of a lighter eyeliner as well, with the black and the dark brown. amazing product. The powder is amazing for keeping in your purse for touch-ups or even just to set your makeup. What other product I love? I'm really liking this lip liner. I really liked the color of it. I like the texture. The formula seems to me a very, very good one. I really like this. What else? Oh, and this foundation. I've been really enjoying the foundation. I think that this one is well worth it. And also the cream bronzer I also really like. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's really close. It's really close. I like the packaging. It's big, but somehow it's not something that's going to take up too much space. I love this. So those were all of the products that I have from Charlotte Tilbury. Let me know which are your favorite products from Charlotte Tilbury, or if there's any product that I haven't showed you in this video that you think I should try from Charlotte Tilbury because you think it's really good. But otherwise, yeah, this is the makeup look that I came up with using only Charlotte Tilbury products. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did not use any Charlotte Tilbury brow products. And the reason is because I've used them in the past and I like the gel, but I don't like the brow pencil. They're not bad. They're not bad. Hear me out. They're not bad. They're just a bit too creamy for my liking. I like something that's a little bit more drier. And also the packaging, although it looked really cute and all that, it was a bit flimsy, so it broke, the brush broke, and it's supposed to be a refillable pencil. So I thought, you know, if you're gonna pay a lot, the packaging should be a little bit stronger. So in my opinion, the eyebrow pencil was not good. I do like the gel. The gel from Charlotte Tilbury is amazing. I did go through 2 tubes of those, but I just feel that it's unnecessary now. I use something that's a lot cheaper and that works just as well. This one from Got2b is amazing. So that is my full honest review of all the products from Charlotte Tilbury, all the products I have in this, creating this beautiful makeup look that is just stunning for me. I really like it. I feel it's very glamorous. I feel very beautiful, very Charlotte Tilbury in a way. all the glam and all the glam vibes and all that. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Again, let me know which product from Charlotte Tilbury you like the most, if you have any favorites, and if you have any products from Charlotte Tilbury you think that I should try. So thank you so much if you watched all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching this video, for keeping me company. I really appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. In the meantime, I'm sending you lots of love and lots of kisses. Ciao!